Hi guys, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews. Back with a second beer out of our Ballpark Brewer series of 2019. I'm gonna randomly the Surge. I was gonna say I'm gonna randomly pick one and just pull it off. So this is the Resurgence Brewing Company offering of this little multi-brewer pack, and it's called The Surge. It's a hazy IPA. Right from the back of the can, it really mirrors the Untapped description almost to the T. This beer, formerly known as CitMo 2.0. This is a crushable New England style IPA, is full of hoppy juiciness, bright tropical fruit notes, with a delicate citrus round out this haze brew. I don't know how these things sort of work, so I figure I would maybe throw a card up here to CitMo 2.0, and possibly in a couple of seconds after that, maybe I'll throw another card up to CitMo, regular CitMo. I guess when CitMo 2.0 came around, it was kind of like an introduction to CitMo with like a different strain of yeast, and it really gave it this nice sort of velvety, milky sort of mouthfeel, and it was really nice. I really liked it. But if you guys have been watching any of my channels over the past, especially since the winter, you can never just take a beer for its past batches, right? Head in the Clouds was a perfect example from Resurgence, where I had it just the year before, and this year's brew was a complete 180 takeoff from that style. So Surge comes in at 6.5% ABV with no IBUs listed at the time of review. Yeah. See, if I did not consult any of my past reviews. All of my friends on Untapped seem to have rated this extremely well. This was, yeah, 5/13/19. Says Sugar Squad. Oh, Surge Squad. Can't read upside down. Anyway, so 5/13. So you're talking about, 17 days old, 18 days old. So just a hair over 2 weeks. I don't think that's awful. But, I mean, take a look at it. This is everything that I kind of remember from CitMo 2.0, right? It's got this, it's really pale. There doesn't seem to be any sort of dense, dark orange spots in this body. It's all really pale. It's all, I really kind of dig that profile of a New England. I really do. While carbonated with this uber white, just snow white head to it. Do you know what I mean? Yep. And it's all sorts of nice, it almost smells equal parts Citra and Mosaic. I'm doing my own research into a CitMo Superstar, and there's a lot of different ways of thinking about a CitMo, whether it's 2 parts Citra, 1 part Mosaic, whether you're doing a first war edition, stuff like that. So this is exactly what I was expecting. It's very appealing. It's very mouth-watering, in my opinion. But let's see how this batch holds up under the, the nicer weather that we're having in Buffalo, finally, right? It is just wonderful to see the quality replicated time and time again. You get the look, you get the aromas. I did not go into the aromas. I was jumped the gun a little bit, but you get these aromas of faint orange, faint citra, faint little bits of tangerine, little bits of grapefruit, but you get equal parts of green, flowery notes, grassy notes, and those carry over into that first sip. The first sip seems delicate and fine, right? Not not easily breakable, but it seems thin, it seems delicate, it seems right refined, and it's backed up by this wonderful healthy dose of flavor. It's kind of thin on the mouthfeel and then really full in the flavor department, if that makes any sort of sense. And it's really it's nice to experience. So I think the more I get my nose in, the more your nose leads with a mosaic profile, and then your taste buds will first greet you with like a citra profile. And it's really nice. For as much as I'm saying this is like a thinner sort of mouthfeel, it's still this is, like they said, this is a delicate citrus round out this hazy brew. Crushable New England. And I think these are the sort of qualities that aren't derogatory in this this beer. I think that's what they're going for. They want this to be drinkable. They want this to be something that's light and airy and enjoyable. And they nailed it right on the frickin' head. It is. It's light. It's really easily drinkable. 6.5% on this one. That seems to be the mark, the go-to mark, and they hit it well. And it's well hidden on this. There aren't any sharp edges on this. There aren't any right angles. It's super nice. This batch of the Surge just came out just as wonderful as the other batches that I remember. And it's nice. Like, you kind of get this as one of a 4-pack, and you kind of get reminded that there's a beer like this out there and that you should go buy it. And yeah, they did a great job with this batch, just the same as they did a great job with the other batches. Yeah, mouthfeel. The aftertaste is a little bit more on the grassy and the flowery sort of presence than anything else. There aren't any sort of sugary mouth coatings. There isn't anything unpleasant. There isn't any vegetal sort of presence. It's a very easy wash through, and you're back on to the next sip. Yeah, even the burp is very pleasantly like a faint orange as well, very faint. This is great. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is not going to be a hard beer to finish. I'm going to try to maybe work through the entire 4-pack before I get onto any of the other beers in my refrigerator. They've all been enjoyable so far. They've done a great job beer selection-wise, that really kind of represent different styles throughout Buffalo Brewers. And yeah, they've done a great job so far. So I'm excited to see what the other two are. So right now we've got the Czech Swing by Community, and then we've got the Short Hop Hoppy Blonde Ale by all three of them as a collaborative. So if those seem to interest you, maybe check back on the channel in maybe a couple of days, and I'll try to bang these out so we don't have to draw this process out any longer, okay? So I don't know, that's it for me, guys. I can't stress this enough. I don't know if you guys can tell, though, this is not going to be a hard beer to finish. Or, you know, it's not a hard decision to say, I'm just going to go pick up a straight 4-pack of CitMo 2.0. Do you know what I mean? So that's it for me, guys. I really appreciate all the views and the clicks and the likes and all the comments. My son, who's just kind of getting into computers, is doing the editing. So if you notice the animations and the editing, that's all him. You know, give him a thumbs up or leave him a comment. Let him know how he's doing. And I believe we're going to try to do like a new intro sort of music to this. So even if you've noticed my intro music has changed, he even made that all by himself, which is really cool. His name's Lucas Butler. So thanks, guys, for the watches. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.